and welcome back to my channel. My name is Angela. If you don't know who I am, then you can definitely just get to know me better if you just click that subscribe button down there. I make new videos every Mondays and Thursdays. Today, guys, is my birthday. Well, not like today. You guys are probably going to see this afterwards, but this past weekend, aka tonight for me, I am going out and celebrating my birthday with some of my dearest and closest friends of mine. Tonight, felt like going out, getting all dolled up, and, you know, just enjoying myself. And I decided to film that for you guys in this little chatty get ready with me. All right, so let's just go ahead, and if you want to see how I got the look that I'm wearing right now, then just keep on watching. Let's go. All right, so the first thing that I want to do is I just want to clip my hair back, get it out of my face, because I have a lot of baby hairs, and they always seem to get all up in my, like, foundation and stuff. All right, so I think I'm gonna start with my eyes first, just because of the way this look is going. Where is it? All right, so I'm gonna first prime my eyes using my Urban Decay primer potion, and this is in the shade Sin, and I love this so much. I buy it over and over again constantly, and it is in my project pan, so definitely go check out that video if you haven't already. So to be quite honest, I'm not 100% sure on the look that I'm going for tonight. I kind of always just pick like either an eye look or a lip look to do, and then I kind of just focus around all of that. Like for example, tonight the only thing that I knew that I wanted to wear was my Selena lipstick, which is in Dreaming of You. It's this one there, so spoilers, that's what I'm going to use. And then, so because that's pretty dramatic in itself, I don't know if I want to take my eye look light or if I want to just go full on evening wear, you know, like really just like make it all pop and go heavy. I mean, tonight is the night to do it. This is, you know, an evening going out type of thing. All right, so now I have my primer. I'm not going to put a foundation on yet, but I just like to, I don't know, I kind of like to put my primers on and then let it sink in, if you know what I mean. Like I want to let my eye primer like sink in, and I'm going to put this in, let it sink in, and then go back in with that foundation. I don't know. Maybe I'm the only one that does stuff like that, but for some reason I just don't like to go in with a primer and then go directly in afterwards with like a foundation. For some reason I like to let things sink in. So again, I'm just using my hands. Sorry, I can't remember if I fully explained to you what I was using or if I just went off on a tangent about my primers. This is the Infallible Mattifying Base by L'Oreal, so that's just it there. I think that next I want to do my brows. All right, so for my brows, I'm first going to go in with my Anastasia Beverly Hill Brow Wiz, and this is in the shade Ebony. And I'm just going to pretty much just fill in all the sparse areas, which I have a lot of. I don't know if you guys are able to see me. This is really difficult to do, to kind of focus on what I'm doing and also make sure that you guys are able to have a good view of everything. So I hope that this works out for you guys and you guys are able to see things and I'm able to not mess anything up, which stay tuned because I probably will. So yeah, I really like this Brow Wiz one. However, I do prefer the NYX one. I think it's called the Micro Pencil, or the one that's a dupe for this one, and it's such a good dupe that I'm like, I don't see the point in spending the money on this one, on the Anastasia one, because I'm like, I really don't notice a huge difference. I do prefer this kind of micro pencil type style to my brows, as opposed to like a pomade or anything like that. Now I'm just going to go back in and just set those eyebrows, kind of go over them to make them look a little bit more natural, and I'm going to use the L'Oreal Brow Artist Plumper, and this is another item that's in my project pan. And in that video I mentioned that I really don't like this one because of just the size of the wand. Like you will see here that I'm definitely gonna make kind of a mess. However, it does help with making it look a little bit more natural, like making my eyebrows look more full naturally. So just going over with this, and it also kind of helps to like make things like stay in place, which isn't really an issue for me for some reason. Like my eyebrows do just stay where they're supposed to, but it's also good to have that extra like kind of measure, and especially for a night like tonight when there's gonna be a lot of dancing, a lot of going out, a lot of like, you know, moving around, shaking about or whatnot. All right, so next I'm gonna start on my eyes now. For that, I'm just gonna start off with the base. I'm using my Urban Decay 3 palette, and I'm gonna go in with the shade Limit. So that's the shade right there. Again, another Project Pan entry. I just kind of put that all over my lid. I mentioned that tonight is like a birthday going out type of thing, because tonight is my birthday, and we're gonna go out and hopefully have some fun with some of my friends. The fun thing about like my birthday is that my best friend's birthday is tomorrow. We're literally like a day apart, like same year, same like everything. Sorry, I forgot to tell you the brush that I'm using. This is just the one that comes in the palette, so it's just the bigger side here. There's like, it's double-ended. Yeah, so tonight we are gonna go out just to like a bar and then probably dancing afterwards, and then it'll be cool because at midnight it'll go from my birthday to her birthday, so we can kind of celebrate both at the same time and just kind of go out and have a good fun time. All right, so now that that's all done, I did bring it all the way up to my brow bone. All right, so the next thing that I think I want to do, I think that I do want to go for a little bit more of a goldy dark type of tone. So again, we'll see where this goes. So I'm going to be using now the shade Trick, and sorry, that's just it there. And for that, I'm just going to go and use this Luxie blending brush, 205 taper blending brush there. I love Luxie brushes. Like, they are, I think for sure, my all-time faves. And this one especially is just so fluffy and soft and just super, super easy to just kind of work with and blend out. I'm gonna pop that just into my crease, and I am gonna go a little bit heavy-handed with this because I do kind of want it to show up and like really pop and really bring some of that glitz and glam into this look. So yeah, as I was mentioning, me and my friend kind of like share the same birthday, so when we can, we kind of like to go out together and to celebrate, and it's so funny the way that we met is we were both kind of working together, and we were working for a furniture shop, and I was like the supervisor. One of my tasks is that I had to hire a new employee. So I did a bunch of like interviews, and she was one of the persons that I interviewed with. You know, I was interviewing her or whatever, and we kind of got to talking, and I was just like kind of explaining to her like, you know, the dynamic of our office or whatever. And I told her, I'm like, we have a lot of fun, you know, oftentimes, you know, in the office we'll just like break into song and dance, and we'll like, you know, sing like Spice Girl songs, like it's a super fun office. And she started like singing Spice Girls, and I'm like, you are gonna fit in so well. And obviously she was also like well qualified, obviously, business first, and that's how we met. And then we ended up just being immediate like best friends, and throughout talking we just kind of discovered we're like, hey, our birthdays are like literally a day apart. How crazy does life work sometimes, and just to like bring people into your life, like it's insane. So I'm just gonna finish up and just really continue to bring that into my crease to see that color pop. All right, so the next thing that I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna try to clean that up a bit using my Vasanti Contour Eyeshadow stick, and this one I just recently got in my Ipsy bag. Also link down below if you want to check it out. I'm just gonna go back all over the lid, and I'm just gonna go in with Liar and Nooner together. So that is, sorry, these two right there, and just using that same Vasanti brush. With this ID Bare Essentials brush. So I use this for just my outer V, and I'm gonna go in with Darkside. That's just that color there. I'm gonna start slow with this because every time I use dark colors, I always get super, super, super nervous. And now that I'm like kind of doing this on camera, and it's a little bit difficult for me to like film here, make sure that you guys are able to see, and also me being able to see what the hell I'm doing. So starting off super, super, super slow. My V there and bringing it up just a tad into the crease. And seeing the bar that we're going to is kind of fun. It's like a bar that also has like mini golf inside and like giant TV, so that should be a good time. I haven't been to this bar in years, really. So play a little bit of mini golf, have a few drinks, you know, get everyone excited. And then I'm not sure where we are going after that, But definitely my friend for sure, she's like a dancer, so she loves to go out and dance and have a good time like that. And I suck at dancing, but I'm always a good sport about it, and I always like to go and just have fun and kind of just make a fool of myself, you know what I mean? Anyways, I'm gonna go back and kind of try to clean it up a little bit. So now that that's done, I do want to go back in with the color Trick, and that's just the same gold one there that I had on my crease, and just kind of pop more color back into the center. And for that, I'm gonna use my Elizabeth Mott All Over, the shader brush, and just pop some color right into the center there, just to lighten it up a bit, because it did go a little bit darker than I kind of intended it to, but that's okay. So that is that. So now I'm just gonna go in. This is a Real Techniques brush, but the name kind of rubbed off, but it's just this tiny little one there that I'm just gonna use to line my eyes with. And I'm gonna go in with Blackheart, which I never really use, but when I'm feeling kind of in that mood, which I am tonight, I'm gonna go in with this crazy one right there. I love the color, like the color itself. It has like, it's really dark with like purple, look at that, with purple sparkles. Like that is so nice, but very intimidating to use for sure. So it never really gets used. But tonight, it's coming out. We're going all out tonight. Why not? Extending it just ever so slightly on that side, if you can see there. And just bringing it over to the middle of my eye. So I don't like to go all the way over. I like to kind of keep the centers really light and bright. I feel just absolutely ridiculous. This one side just does not want to get on board with this side. Like I feel like this side's like all right, like you're playing along, you're coming to the party, and then this side is just like, nope. Let me just clean that up just a tad because I'm not super liking it on this side. So all right, so now with just my clean finger, I'm gonna go in with Strange, and that's just this like highlighting shade there in the corner, just a little bit of that color there, as you can see, just so that it gets onto the lower and upper lash, like kind of at the same time, and in the inner corner, you know what I mean? And then again, just in my brow bone there. Clean up like under my eyes there and just on there before I go in with my foundation. So I'll be right back. So I've kind of like cleaned up a little bit on underneath and on the sides there. So yeah, now I'm just gonna go in with my foundation. Foundation that I'm using is the Bourjois Air Matte 24-hour hold in Golden Beige. So guys, let me know in the comments below what you guys like to do for your birthday, because normally I really don't like to like celebrate my birthday at all. Sorry, I'm still noticing some like glitter underneath. Glitter can survive the apocalypse, so what can you do? Let's just go in with the foundation. So yeah, normally I'm not a big like celebration person when it comes to like my own birthdays, but when like I was saying, if you like share a birthday or really close with like someone else, it's kind of like I feel like I'm more going out for her than I am for myself. It's like, you know, even though it's my birthday too, I'm more excited because it's like, oh my god, it's your birthday, it's our birthday. You like, you know what I mean? It's not like it's just for me. If it was just mine and she didn't suggest it, I probably wouldn't be doing anything at all, to be quite honest with you. I mean, I guess some people really like to celebrate their own birthdays, which is great. You should be like it. It's amazing. But I don't know. For me, I'm not that type of person where I'm like, yes, everyone come. Like, I hate asking people to come to things that are for me, if that makes any sense. I don't know. I don't do that. That's not who I am. I'm like, oh, I feel guilty. Like, oh, if you have the time, like, no pressure or whatever. So now I'm going to go in with my concealer, and this is the Fit Me concealer in number 25 medium. By the way, guys, I cleaned my beauty blender sponge just for you guys, just because I was filming just earlier. So usually it is not this clean. I mean, obviously it's dirty now because I just used it, but normally it's a lot worse. It's seen some things. It's been through some stuff. And concealer is always so hard for me, at least, to put on after I've done my eye makeup. I really don't like to do it because I'm just kind of scared that I'm going to smudge it all and it's all just going to go to hell. But at the same time, if I put my eye makeup on first when it's like this dramatic and this much glitter, it's all going to fall onto my face. So no matter what, you have to go back in and just kind of deal with one. Ever so carefully so that I don't mess up my eye look. Just underneath there. Now I'm gonna go in and set my under eyes with my powder, the Revlon Nearly Naked in medium, and that's just it there. And this is something that I recently discovered doing, is taking your beauty blender and just taking the pointed part, dipping it in the powder, and setting it as such. Because I would always go in with like a brush and kind of like one of these and just kind of go in under there. And I never really liked the way that this powder worked with that method. But now that I've been using my beauty blender to do that with, I'm kind of liking it a lot more. Like, I think it just looks a lot better. It makes it look a lot brighter and not super cakey. Okay, so now I'm gonna contour, and I say contour because this one that I'm using is the Fit Me Maybelline Shine-free stick, but it's not really a contour stick. It is supposed to be a foundation. I picked it up a while ago before all of these like contour sticks kind of came out, and I picked it up because I figured that'd be a good shade to use, and it's been good. It's just it doesn't contour the way that a contour should. So I do want to pick up another contour stick that is a little bit more on the grayer, darker, ashier tone, I guess, because that's what you use to really contour with. But otherwise, like, I really like this. Like, I really like the formula on this, and I really like, you know, just the ease of having a stick. So I like it a lot. I just think that I picked the wrong shade at the time, but I don't know. I just gotta make it work. All right, so to blend this out, I'm going to use this sculpting brush by Real Technique. Next thing that I'm gonna do is blush, and for that I'm using my How About Them Apples Blush and Cheek Palette. Sorry, the one that I'm using is Cobbler, and that's this really intense red there, and I kind of never really used that one. If you notice, it's kind of like the least used, and that is because it is so intense. Like, you can see like just one tiny dab, and like there is a lot of color payoff on that. The brush that I was using is the e.l.f. Just the stippling brush there. And if you guys are wanting to get into cream blushes or anything like that, I definitely recommend investing in a stippling brush. All right, so now I'm gonna go in with highlighter, and I'm debating which one I wanna use. So normally my go-to highlighter is this Mary Luminizer by the Balm, but then I also really like this Temptu one, and this is in Champagne Shimmer, and it's like a liquid highlighter. I feel like I'm gonna go with this one. Let's just see how that works out. Put on my fingers there, and that's what it looks like. Yeah, that's really nice. This is, yeah. I'm liking this decision already. I think that the last thing that I'm going to do is my eyeliner and my mascara, and then go back in with my lips. So let's start with the eyeliner. All right, so this is the Revlon Color Stay Eye Liquid Pen. I'm just gonna curl my lashes, and my curler that I'm using is by Emmett, and I don't know, let's just sit there. The mascara that I'm using is by Maybelline. It's just the Colossal Chaos, this yellow one here. So now that my lashes and my eyeliner and everything is done, now I'm going to do my lips. And before I put anything on, I'm just gonna take off just the lip balm that I'm wearing underneath. And because I am using such a dark color on my lips, I always like to line it with something neutral just so that the color really pops, but also that everything stays in place. So for that, I have my NYX Wonder pencil, and this is in the shade medium. So yeah, I really just like to use a lip pencil, like a really neutral one, as a base. You guys are about to watch my lips completely disappear in a second of this. I've never looked better, am I right? All right, so enough of that. And as I mentioned in the beginning of the video, I am gonna go in with the MAC by Selena line, and this is in Dreaming of You. Alright, you guys, so that's pretty much it for a kind of like my final makeup look. I'm just gonna quickly do something with my hair, put on my outfit for tonight, and give you guys a final look of the entire ensemble.